Here we go. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hit. And open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go!
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hurry up, let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Winston to his big play receiver Jackson, 51 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line.
Ready? Let's go.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go now.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's go. Line up.
2nd down, Winston. Being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
I'm going to need some help with this one.
Let's go.
How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charles Sims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception, we'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They run with Connor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Hurry up, let's go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with a fullback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Let's go! 8! Snickers, you gotta spin!
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. On 1st and 10, Winston. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now Sims. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rodgers, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go!
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go!
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, let's go get it now, all right?
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now good hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Winston now to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Green, Trevor, see. Let's go. Let's go.
The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Green, Trevor, see.
3rd and long for Winston. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Wait. Sonic. Green, Trevor, see. 22.
A first down throw for Winston. He gets it to Humphreys. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, it's Winston. Being chased out left. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
5-0.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Let's go. It's time to play.
They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jaquiz Rodgers with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Levante David in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jameis now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Ready. Blue ready. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, yo. Now watch run, watch run.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half starts with a run by Rawls. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Let's go. It's time to play.
Now Jameis on second down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Rodgers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down, Winston. He hits Rodgers in the flat, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll throw again. Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You got 4. You got 4 down.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here we go. Hey. Let's go. It's time to play.
They go play action. Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Jameis now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. T.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Let's go.
On play action, Winston. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 56 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Ready. Blue ready.
From the red zone now, Winston. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Ryan Shazier in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Ready. Blue ready. Five on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Green, triple team. White 50, white 50. Let's go, let's convert, let's convert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Green, triple team. Ready, triple team. Blue ready. Let's go.
On third down, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. First down, this is Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That was impressive to me, because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
We got 3. Ready?
Jameis to throw it. Jackson left side. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Winston now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. They'll hand to Rawls. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second down, Winston. And he's got it. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Let's go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Winston sneaking it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. On third down, that's Rodgers. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jacquizz Rodgers taking it in. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Her left side taken in by Washington. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and the Buccaneers have it.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They give it to Rawls. They find some open field. There goes Thomas Rawls. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again? Symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a desperation throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Evans. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Check me out. Check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up. Ready? Black 25 to hunt. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to light. So don't say nothing. Let him go.
And they will take a knee here. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Got 3 down, 3 down. Blaze up.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Bucs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.